Hi, Kim here from Kim Lloyd Consulting, and in this video I want to talk to you about running a business with children and to acknowledge the challenges that come with that and what can we do to help manage the whole process. So there's 7 points I want to cover today that I try and do every day to help me manage my business and look after my child with her only in part-time care. So find childcare wherever you can, whether that's the creche at your local gym, friends or family, nursery if you can afford it, but you need help in order to have the time to grow your business. It's very hard to do that all by yourself and look after your child full time. Have set working hours, so everyone in your family knows that between the hours of 9 to 12, for example, that's your work time, and during that time you need to be left alone, and working is the only thing you'll be doing at your set allocated hours. Here's a big one that I live by and have done for years, and it has genuinely really helped me with my mindset and productivity. So eradicate the ginormous to-do list that you might have on your desk each day. Each night before you go to bed, write out just 3 things that you want to accomplish the next day, no more than 3. In my experience, it's so hard to do even more than 3 things, especially if they're high priority. So have 3 things, prioritise them in order of urgency, and then do your best to work through those 3 things each day. By doing that, you get a sense of accomplishment if you manage to tick off 3 things, which is manageable, rather than having a list of 20 things you need to do. You'll never get through them, and then you just feel deflated by the end of the day. Accept that growth will be slow. Acceptance is a big thing. Again, this goes back to mindset. If you go into your business or growing your business and you're looking after a young family as well, everything will become more manageable for you mentally if you accept that growth will be slow, that you're not going to be able to do everything straight away. Things will take time. You'll get around to everything, but it might just take longer than before you were child free. If you're anything like me, you will probably be working most nights. You'll either work early morning, you'll have time off during the day to look after your children, and then you'll work again once they've gone to sleep. It's very easy to fall into the trap of working every night, and that can be bad for your mental health, for your relationship with your spouse, and just your energy levels and motivation. So if possible, it's really important to try and force yourself to have at least 1 or 2 nights off per week to just do no work. So watch Netflix, read a book, watch some TED Talks, whatever it is, just don't work and just relax for 1 night. Exercise as much as possible. And I know you hear this from all over the place, not just from business blogs, but it really does give you energy if you try and fit in a bit of exercise every day. And this doesn't have to be a session down the gym. This can just be going for a half an hour walk around the block or through the park. It just rejuvenates your body, rejuvenates your mind, and just gives you more energy to do the work that you need to do, and energy to look after your family as well. And finally, be present. So whether that's spending time with your kids, try and be present and not think about work, or when you're working, just focus on your work and try not to think about anything else that's going on in your life. If you can do that, and it is so hard to do that, especially when you're with your kids and you've got a million things running through your mind about work, everything just feels better, more manageable and more pleasant if you only focus on what you're doing in that present moment. And that comes with training, but over time, being present will become much easier. If you have any tips for me on how you manage your day with running a business and having a young family, then I honestly would love to hear them. So please put them in the comments below, which we can all share between us, and it will make all our lives much easier. If you enjoyed this post and you'd like to hear more from me, you can subscribe to my blog, where I'll email you with regular tips about business, mum's life, and share other tips I've heard from people like yourself, so we can all get much better in our daily lives. So click link in the bio or the description wherever watching this video, and I hope to hear from you.